Hi, what's up YouTube? My name is JHenley and today I'm going to teach you about secured credit cards. It's super important to build your credit because America is an economic game. That is what we are most known for. So if you live in America, I really suggest that you start taking control of your finances. You'll never regret learning financial literacy. The first start is to make sure you're maintaining a healthy credit profile. I suggest downloading Experian or Credit Karma. Those are apps that give you monthly reports for you to view your credit and take an update on your score. Having credit gives you access to things that you may not have had prior. So for example, everyone's heard of the Capital One concert tickets, pre-sale, card member only access. There's so many different card member only things out there that having a good credit profile can really separate you from the experiences you know to the experiences you want to discover and experience. I mean, credit is amazing. I just wish I could just put the benefits of credit through the phone, but if you take care of your credit properly, you will definitely be rewarded, I promise you. Having a credit card is very important for your credit. Maintaining a good relationship with the bank that you get your credit card from is good because it proves that you can borrow money and pay them back. They're not giving you free money. They're just giving you access to use their money as long as you pay them back. So it's very important to pay that money back because it's not your money to spend. You are just showing the bank that you can borrow their money without handling it irresponsibly, and that is so important if you want to be able to drive nice cars and live in nice houses. Credit gives you leverage, credit gives you options. Very important. I can't stress this enough. Take care of your credit. The more you make on-time payments, the more banks will see that you can handle the credit limit, and this is how they help you grow, because if you're making on-time payments, they're more than likely going to be like, here you go, here's a higher limit. Now you have a higher credit limit, which is so freaking cool. The benefits of having a credit card is not only for the limit or the more options, but also in case you might ever need it for emergencies. Credit card payments aren't due until 30 days after you make that purchase. I would not suggest being like handsy with the card and swiping it every time you can't afford gas, but you need gas anyways. This is how you build debt, and I don't want you to get caught up in that snowball effect of debt. Please only spend money on your card if you have it in your checking account. This is the easiest way to keep yourself from getting into that snowball of, oh man, this wasn't supposed to turn out this way. So what is a secured credit card, right? I keep mentioning credit cards, but you're like, Jaida, I don't know credit cards. I just looked at my credit score. Like, how do I get a card? What if they tell me no? I don't want to be denied. This is the perfect video for you then. You need a secured credit card. A secured credit card, when a credit card is secured, it means that money must be deposited to the credit card issuer in order to open an account with them. So say you're trying to open a credit card with a credit union, right? Which if you're opening a secured card, they're gonna ask you for the money up front. So if you want a $500 credit card limit, you need to bring that bank $500 in cash. You have to fund your account. Most people hear that and then immediately just decide not to get a secured card because they don't want to put that money down. They feel like they're losing that money. Let me reiterate to you and clarify, you are not losing this money by putting it down for a secured card. You're just taking the risk of letting the bank hold on to your funds, and they're taking the risk of giving you a revolving credit account of that amount each month. So if you think about it, you're giving them $500, but they're giving you $500 monthly. And again, it's not your money, it's just it's an opportunity to build your credit report, which is again important for future purchases and to leverage and to have options and to have nice things. That money is basically a security deposit. If you've ever moved out on your own, you pretty much always have to pay a security deposit to move into your apartment. This is a security deposit for the bank because if you decide not to pay them that money back, they have that collateral of, well, dang, that didn't go how we want, but at least we didn't lose out on all this money. It's an exchange. And most people don't realize this, but say you went into that bank tomorrow and said, you know what, I want to close the account. By the way, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all educational purposes. But say you wanted to close that account tomorrow, right? You can walk into the bank and say, give me my, I'd like to close the account, and they will give you that $500 cash right back. But they're gonna take that credit card from you. For beginners, if you're beginning your credit, a secured credit card is your safest option. If you want to learn the ropes and tricks of building your credit and maintaining a good credit score. Doing all of this sooner than later will benefit you because each month you have the opportunity to have an on-time payment to elevate your credit score to allow you to have unsecured credit cards, which we'll talk about in the next video. But you need to do this now. Stop procrastinating. This is your sign to stop procrastinating and go put that money down for that secured card so you can build your credit profile. You will thank yourself for doing it sooner than later in the future. I promise you, just do it. This is not financial advice. Whether you're looking for a car or a house, the banks are going to look at your credit report. This is basically like your financial report card. The main difference on secured cards is the introductory offers and the rewards. So there's 3 different types of rewards that I wrote down. You have the cashback cards, the sign-up bonuses, and point cards. Cashback cards provides cashback on most, if not all, purchases. Think of it like a small rebate or refund. So they're usually like 1 to 3% cashback. It's not a lot, but when you're saving, it matters. Points. Points are usually used for travel. They don't have to be used for travel, but I have traveled over 20 times this year and only spent about $400 total to travel. Sign-up bonuses are to motivate members to go ahead and use those cards. Think of it like a bonus deal, right? So just got the Capital One Venture Rewards card, and the introductory offer that they gave me was spend $4,000 in 90 days and you will get a 70,000 points, which those points equivalent to about a $700 plane ticket. That's what I'm going to use it for anyways. It's a plane ticket. So yeah, sign-up bonuses are good incentives for people, especially if they're trying to accumulate points or cash back, or, you know, sometimes they'll give you 0% APR, but you don't need to pay attention to the interest. I mean, pay attention to the interest, but the whole goal is to not pay interest. I will teach you, do not pay interest. Just do your credit habits correctly the first go around. You do not need to be paying unnecessary money for credit cards. So spending on your cards properly is important. Remember, you don't actually have this money. This is just a borrowing ability. Once you learn that in your head that this is not free money, you will be very cautious of how you spend it because you have to pay it back. These expenses could be bills that you already take care of. So I suggest using your credit card for your phone, your Wi-Fi, your utilities, your gas, you know, just stuff like that. But remember, your limit will equivalent to the amount you put down when it comes to secured cards. If you spend your limit, it's super important to pay it down so you don't max out your cards. As long as you're paying your card down immediately, you shouldn't run into any issues. It's when you get very spending friendly that you start to add up and start accumulating interest and fees, and then you're just like, oh crap, that wasn't supposed to happen. So everything that I just taught you is step 1, but honestly, it's one of the most important steps, because if you don't ever start, when will you? If not now, when? You know, throw in those cliche little quotes, say, something is basically impossible to do until you do it. Something gets harder and harder to do every day until you just do it. Don't procrastinate. Do this for your future self. Do this so you can have options. Do this so you can have leverage. But make sure you do your research before you proceed, because it's very easy to get trapped in the circle of debt when it comes to consumer cards, because a lot of people just utilize the cards without having knowledge on how to properly maintain the cards. So the last thing you want to do is accidentally set yourself up for failure. However, if you're doing your proper homework and you're doing your proper research, there's no reason why you should be fearful. You're just gonna have to learn. As long as you're paying your payments on time and you're not maxing out your cards, you will be okay. Just trust the process, take the risk, and try to spend only the necessities on the card. So lastly, I'm gonna teach you how to pick out a secured credit card that works for you. The first step is to do some research. Look into different cards, read the fine print, read the offers or the bonuses, whatever they offer you. Make sure you choose your card with lower rates and a doable security deposit. There's no reason you need to go put $3,000 down for a credit card, not a secured credit card. Honestly, you should just wait to have those credit limits for when you can get an unsecured card. Right now, this is literally just the baby steps. I'd say maybe like $500. It's good enough to allow you to have a good utilization rate, and we'll get all into that later, but don't bite off more than you can chew. Step 2 is to apply for the card. Once you find the card you want, it's time to apply. It's gonna ask you for some basic information like your name, your address, and your social security number, but don't worry. Every secured application is going to ask you these things. It's just how they do your background check for your report card. They check your credit. Step 3 is to use your card responsibly if you get approved. It's essential to use your card responsibly. I just ranted to you guys about why you need to make sure to take care of your cards. So important. I have never had a late payment, and I've never paid interest in my life. It's doable. I've had credit for about 3 years now. It's doable. You can do it, I promise. And then step 4 is to just keep an eye on your progress. Use Credit Karma, use Experian, check those credit reports. Some banks will even monitor your credit for you for free. Utilize those monitoring tools because it allows you to be alert of what you're doing. It allows you to be transactionally transparent. There's no surprises, there's no streaming services going on there without you knowing. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing. Don't move blindly with money that is not yours. That is not a good borrower. I would not give somebody money if I know they have poor money habits. This is the whole concept behind credit. Leveraging, borrowing responsibly. You got this though. But congrats for making it to the end of the video. I hope you took notes. If you took notes, please feel free to DM them to me on Instagram. I feel like it's my purpose to teach people financial literacy and to just educate you guys because, like I said, you'll never regret becoming financially literate. That is something that will help you for the rest of your life. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You can Google me, check out more articles in the link in descriptions. Next video, I will be teaching you guys all about secured credit cards. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and I will see you next time. Oh, by the way, I just dropped my first song. It's called Loser Lifestyle. Make sure to go check it out on all platforms. Love you. Bye guys.